This is a bottle that I cooked yesterday. I'm getting ready to crack it open here. We let it sit overnight. If you want it to get hard, you want it to sit overnight. If you put it in the freezer, remember Argo starch is pure. It'll take on any flavor. So if your freezer has a freezer taste, it'll take on the freezer. If it has a meat flavor, it'll take on the flavor of the meat, because Argo starch is easy to scent. So I would suggest you put it in the freezer. And then also it could make it harder. I mean, not harder, softer, okay? The hardest method is to let it sit on its own. And we used these little bottles yesterday. If you can go back down my screen and look at the tutorial on how I packed this bottle. This bottle is really, really tight. So we're going to start at the bottom here. Cut in. 1 moment. I'm going to start here at the bottom. Okay. With these bottles, you don't have to apply a lot of pressure, because again, these bottles, the reason why I usually don't use these small bottles, the reason why I use these bottles is because I know that they will be easy to maneuver, cut, and to get ready. So here we go. We have that right there. Then we're going to cut our top. I can already smell it. It has a cooked taste to it. My hands are so small, it's easy for me to cut these bottles than the bigger bottles. That's harder. But the bigger bottles that's harder are easy to pack. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut down the side here. Okay, they already falling out. There we go. It just came open by itself. So with this little bottle, you have some small chunks here. You have this is cooked taste. This is not. It's between toasty, but really slightly toasty, but cooked taste. This is what you call cooked taste. This is not pure. Some people say, what does pure taste like? Pure is when you know how you eat the starch right out of the box, okay? When you buy the starch, that's considered pure, meaning that it has no cooked taste, no toasty taste. So if you're a person that like to just eat starch out of the box, you probably want pure, and I would say that was more of a boiling method. We cook these, okay? And the longer you cook, you can give it a toasty. Again, that's 4 different methods of starch: pure, cooked, toasty, and extra toasty, okay? So just know that these little bottles that you use, these little water bottles, if you want to get some real quick chunks, and they're real easy to pack, get in the oven. They're really hard. Look, they're small, but they're hard. So we have some outer layers, but you get your best results with the bigger bottles, with the 2-liter soda bottles, okay, with the big, thick, hard water bottles, okay. So here we go. We cracked over 1 little water bottle here, and this is what we got. A lot of cereals, a couple of small chunks, no boulders. You can't really do boulders in this with this. Boulders are the real big giant chunks, which you would get from your 2-liter bottles, your bigger bottles. So if you're looking for boulders, you don't want to use these little water bottles. These are just small chunks. Cereals, outer layer, a little bit of outer layers, not even much outer layers, but mostly cereals. And if you just like the taste, here we go. I have another bottle that I'm going to crack over. I want y'all to see, I have a new flavor that I have been trying. It's a new scent here. Let's see here. You grab a spoon, a small spoon. This new scent is the cream cheese scent, okay? It's pure Argo starch. I also put in a little vanilla for scenting to give it a good scenting in here, and cheesecake. Let's see how it tastes here. And this is our, what we call our toppers that go on top of our chunks. This is considered a topper. This is cheesecake. Really good. So what people normally do is take their chunk and their topper. And voila. That's our cheesecake topper. It's out of there. I think they could have stayed in the oven maybe another hour because this is between pure and cook. Okay? It's pure and cook. Let's go for the cereal and see. It's between pure and cook. Let's take a look at our cereal and see what we got here. Okay. This is again between, I believe, between pure and cook.